I was actually thinking
that's my 2 cents.
Welcome to Oddly Sane, guys.
There you go with Petra and
get out of here. They are actually live.
Oh shit.
Waiting on Patrick here. Oh wait, actually no one's watching right now. So I can
Are you on?
Yep, I'm on. Mm-hmm. 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 What's up, 2 people that's in here? I'm just eating.
I look crazy with these braids in the
Waiting
front.
on Patra.
I need to just put my bonnet on.
The gray hairs is coming in. Well, actually, this is product, but the gray hairs, I'm here for them.
You said gray hairs?
Mm-hmm, girl. I got like 20 gray hairs at the top. I love them, though.
Okay. Oh.
I'm just eating a sandwich here, you guys. I made this sandwich. It's so good. It just consists of mayo, tomato, spinach. Mayo, tomato, spinach, no cheese. Then the lines in
Oh, let me just pin these. I'm like, these braids, I just want them to stay in place. Don't even come down.
We getting it together this week, y'all.
Right.
My hair.
Right. I'm trying to get my hair done, or at least do my hair. I'm doing some passion twists. And my hair is black again.
Why do they call it passion twist?
Mm-hmm.
Why do they call it passion twist?
I don't know. I've never known that. I just know they call it passion twist.
I wonder.
Let's see.
This sandwich is really in the spot right now.
You eating a salad?
Hmm?
You said you eating a salad?
Passion for twist. No, it has to be a reason. No, I'm eating a sandwich.
Sandwich.
Tomato, turkey, spinach.
Mm-hmm.
No cheese, because I feel like I need to lay off dairy a little bit.
I had ham, egg, and cheese on an everything bagel this morning.
Ooh, you made it?
No, I went to the deli. It was so good though. Even though I'm like, I shouldn't be eating ham, like that like country ham is like, I'm just from the South, so I need it. I gotta have it.
Thick and juicy.
Right. Like, dang, if only I could give this up.
What?
Bacon and like pork. Like I can't give it up. I feel like eventually I mean, I don't eat it that often anyway, so it don't really make that big of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I will eat it if it's presented. It's not like I'm eating it every day, because on an everyday basis, I don't really cook meat anyways. I just cook seafood.
We the same in that aspect, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm not against it. I just eat it like on occasion.
When they have them carnita tacos or like pork taco, I was like, gotta have it.
Taco spot that we went to,
They
changed the formulas for the tacos, and it's horrible now.
Why would they do that?
The shrimp taco now has the green sauce. They don't have the green sauce. Now it has like pineapples, the salsa that they had on it, like the coleslaw, and guacamole. It's not good. Like the guacamole just is too overpowering.
Yeah, see me, with guac, you gotta be careful because the guac can just overtake anything that you're eating.
And it was so good with that light green sauce.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, like that's what we need.
Did they get new owners or something?
I don't know, because the same people are working there, but maybe like new people bought them out or something.
Mm-hmm.
So disappointing though. You find a good spot and then they change the recipe on the one item that you get. And it's like, well, I can't come here anymore.
Right. And you be thinking like, damn, why y'all take that off?
Right. So I'm like, if they changed that, they might have changed you remember the Korean ones?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I ain't got time.
It ain't that cheap for you to be playing around.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
No, not at all. You want to go ahead and get started on mental health this week?
Hey, Joshua.
Hey, Joshua.
You go first, Patra.
Okay. Mental health this week has been really good. I just finished reading this book called The Untethered Soul. I just picked it up because it was already on my bed. Hold on.
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah, I do.
So I've been reading this book for a few months, and it's crazy because sometimes like I read like about spirituality and things, and I came across this book maybe like 2 years ago on this girl's story because she's like all into spirituality, and she was like, this was like a hard book for her to get through, but it was like one of the best reads ever. And I feel like that's exactly how I felt. Like I've been reading this book for maybe 3 months, and sometimes it really only takes like 2 weeks to finish a book, especially it's not that big of a book.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I got to the end of it, it was just like perspectives of things or just like opening my eyes up. And it was just saying like, you know, you have the choice to be happy or sad about something. Like it's totally up to you no matter what happens. Like someone could pass away today, but like you're deciding to like carry on the feelings of being sad and all that stuff. It was like, if you really want to be happy, like you have to dedicate yourself to it. And just like when you're feeling like your heart or like whatever racing, like anxiety, whatever it might be, anger, you just have to breathe and like let it pass through you. And I was like, that's a good way to like think about things.
So do you think that it took you so long to read this book because you kind of had to like dissect what you were reading it for a couple days and then come back?
It was like really intricate, like how it was talking like, oh, just let things pass through you. Like if something happens, like if your ex used to give you like roses, and now when you see roses, like you cringe at the sight of roses, it's like because you held that one event like in your mind to kind of guard you, but in a way you're like hindering yourself because you should be open to like life and like opportunities in life and just new people. But like if you're taking past experiences and allowing it to like still let you hold up a like guard, you're not really living fully.
Wow. That's
crazy.
That's powerful. I need to check that book out. I'm reading Women Who Run with Wolves, Real Power. Same thing that happened to you. I was like, I was watching this model's little interview or something, and she was like, I'm sure you all have heard of this book. It's all along the lines of that. It's like a spiritual book, and it's she just talks about like the power that lies within a woman and how to access that power. And some women don't even know that they have it. Along those lines.
Yeah.
So maybe you can switch.
Yeah, no, I'm literally just finished.
I'm still reading math, but.
But yeah, so I feel like reading this has helped me have like such a good week because I was reading it every day, like just a chapter early in the morning before I even started anything else. I just read it and then like try to apply it. And I had like an amazing week.
That's great.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my mental health. I'd say probably like a 9.
That's great.
What about you?
I would rate my mental health probably at about like a solid like 8.
Okay.
I set myself through like a schedule, and I find that doing that makes things a little bit easier, and you feel a little bit more accomplished because, you know, through this quarantine, or not even quarantine, I'm using the wrong term. Through like having to stay at home due to COVID, it like you can get caught up in like doing nothing. So I feel like it's especially important to, make sure you have a schedule for your day. So that's what I've been doing. I've been like working out, which honestly helps a lot with mental health, releasing anything that you have, because I feel like that's like a way to like flow too, and also like a form of, I want to say kind of a form of like meditating, depending on how you work out. Because I mean, you're focusing on your breaths and just solely focusing on your body, listening to your body, and So that's what I've been doing, just working on my body, my mind, my thoughts, working on like pushing out negative things, like you saying, kind of like letting the negative thoughts just like flow. Because you can definitely manifest things with your thoughts, which is crazy. It showed me that like I was like thinking about something this whole it's something that would just be in my mind. And like when I tell you it was popping up on everything that I was doing on like Instagram and fucking movies. I'm just like, this is crazy. And I didn't even speak it out of my mouth. It was just a thought, a negative thought that was in my head.
Yeah.
And I kept seeing it everywhere. Like, and I'm just like, what the hell? Like I never see this anywhere on anything that I do. And I'm like seeing it. So I'm just like, I need to be more cautious of, you know, the things that I think.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing this week as well. But yeah, I look forward to the next week and doing this like whole little study thing that I have going on, because it's working. And, you know, it's working with my mental for sure.
Yeah, I feel like being organized helps. Like, you know, when you clean your room, whether you just feel good, you want to like work or like you want to do something.
Yeah.
Open. I feel like just being organized like makes you want to work and do things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like check, done.
Right. Okay. Knocking things off the list.
Yeah.
How's everyone else's week going?
Yeah, how are you guys? Talk to us. Talk to me now.
I can't believe I really only have 4 passion twists. And it really looks like I'm doing something with this little bandana.
Right, I can't tell. Like a whole ponytail.
I finessed this real quick.
How long do you think it's gonna take you?
When I was watching the video, I don't think it's gonna take too long. Maybe like 5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got like the little rubber bands and stuff.
I didn't even do rubber bands.
Oh, I thought I seen little parts.
I did parts, but I didn't do rubber bands. I just braided my hair into it and then started twisting.
Okay.
Since my hair is like this long, I just was like twisting.
Dang. My hair would have been that long too if I hadn't cut it off. I'm like, why the hell did I cut my hair off?
And you know what I was thinking? I was just thinking like my hair would have been as long as like my roommates if I would have cut it off by like right now.
Well, like, you can't focus on the shit or with us. So.
Right. I'm like, it's done. It'll grow back again.
Exactly. It'll grow back.
It'll be long. But yeah, I think I'm going black because I want to grow my hair back out. Like I want to grow a little longer.
Mm-hmm. How does your hair feel after the red and now black? Like, how does it feel? How's the texture?
Does not feel like the best. It feels like coarse, like really, really coarse, but I think that's just from like the chemicals. But I like conditioned it, and I put like a lot of leave-in conditioner and like oils in my scalp so that like when it's in this protective style, it can at least get some moisture back in. Because I won't be touching it.
They say dirt grow your hair.
You said what?
They say dirt grow your hair.
Dirt? Yeah, like it's just gonna be probably in this style. If it really lasts, I'm gonna try and keep it a month. And then take it down.
That's what I was like. I just need to get to like braid my hair, because I feel like braids, twists, all that type of stuff grows your hair so much.
Yes. Oh my God.
Especially like you said, if you like moisturizing it and doing what you're supposed to do, drinking water.
And it's like you can work better when your hair is just like in braids, because you don't have to do anything but wake up in the morning.
Right.
Maybe do your edges, but that's it.
Yeah.
Just go. I feel like when I want to be in go mode, I need braids. That's facts. What protective styles do you do or do y'all recommend? I feel like so far this year I've done the goddess braids, goddess box braids, the faux locks, then I did goddess locks, then I did like the mini box braids, and now I'm doing passion twists.
All I can think is, where do they come up with these names? The goddess braids, the fashion.
Right.
Definitely braids though, right?
So when you get your hair, like, are you gonna let your hair grow to braid length, or you gonna shave it back down?
Girl, who knows?
Exactly.
You don't let it grow.
Like, be patient and like let it grow a little so you can get braids.
Yeah. I honestly cut it last time because I told you I was like feeling ugly, and I'm like, I just need to shave my hair off again.
That's how it be. That's why I can't shave my hair off again, because I'll be stuck.
That's what. Yeah.
Right.
I feel like growing your hair out, or like once you shave your hair off, growing dreads, any like really big transformation that you do with your hair, you have to be mentally prepared to do it, or you gonna change it. You gonna change it.
Yeah, like I was not mentally prepared for the orange, and I felt the day after. I'm like, I love this orange, but right now I don't want no attention on me at all. Like I don't want somebody looking at me. I don't want anything. I just want to walk down the street and be unbothered.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I do orange hair, people are gonna stare at me, and I'm gonna be annoyed. So I'm like, I'm going black.
Yeah, and it's so crazy because people say in New York, like, people mind their business. People do not mind their business here. I'm sorry.
People do not mind their business here. They do mind their business, but they stare. They gonna look and make sure they in your business, but they're not gonna help you out. That's what they mind your business.
Well, no, I would say from the things that I've seen, New Yorkers will help you out. Like I've seen people like door open and like help little kids.
Yeah. Don't act like New York. You watch. Okay, so
in Harlem anyway.
But it's not everybody here. Because last year, I remember I was walking home to the train, and there was like a rope that I didn't even realize was on the ground, and I tripped and fell on my face on the ground, and I had a liquor bottle in my bag. I just slid like on the ground. And everyone's looking, but no one helped me up at all.
Are you serious? Oh my God.
I just got up and brushed myself off and kept going.
What part of New York?
This was by like Fifth Ave. The tourist area, like 46th and 5th, like Rockefeller Center, that area.
Damn.
Yeah, but then there was one time this guy was harassing me, and somebody was like, yo, leave her alone. Like, you know, just bystanders. So
that's I guess like some days stepping up, like when it's crucial, like they'll step up. You just feel, Patrick. You young, they like you'll be all right.
Sierra, I felt impact. Like I felt so hard. No one helped me up. And you know what's crazy? I was on my phone texting. Now I do not. I was going mad fast, like walking mad fast, and all I know is I lost control and fell forward. I'm like, oh my God.
Everybody was like, see, they see you texting.
I'm like, they probably think I'm drunk. I have a wine bottle. I got it from work though.
Dang.
Not one person.
I told you about my little incident.
What incident?
No, I think I told you when me and my sister was here and we was on a train. I think in like coming from Brooklyn or something. And this like homeless dude, like when people talk to me, I'm not the type of person that like they'll like ignore. Like I'll talk to you, as long as you're not being crazy. Like you asking me like sensible question or you saying like something sensible. Like I'll respond. Like I'm not an a-hole.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like talking, and then he just started getting crazy. He like, y'all finna go to a party? I'm like, nah, like we just going home to the crib. And he like, he's like, you N-words. And he just like started speaking. He was just like, you going to an Igor party? Like, da-da-da-da-da. Girl, this white man in a business suit, too clean. He looked like he wasn't even paying attention, bro. As soon as the door opened, he pushed the dude like pushed him out. Like the dude like fell like so hard like, on like the platform. He was like, "Now get up, get up." He was like, "I want you to." And the dude was on the floor. He was like, "All right, man, all right." And then
you did not tell me this.
I could have sworn I told you. I tell everybody the story. And then like I was like to the dude, I was like, thank you so much. Like, thank you so much. And the dude didn't say nothing. He didn't say you're welcome. He just went back to his place.
Not a superhero.
Yes, he was a superhero. I was like, oh my God, like that is so nice.
Because he's mad chill and then all of a sudden it transforms. What?
Yes, I was like, dang. But yeah, I was thankful that he was there because I was like so scared. I was like, oh my God.
That is scary.
Girl, yeah.
Some people in New York are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of these homeless people be on another type of time. Because it's like, if you're mentally deranged, like a large percentage of them are mentally deranged. And it's like, if you're like that, you're not like really thinking logically.
Mm-mm.
Or if you're on those drugs, girl, I saw like 2 people shooting up on the train the other day, and I'm like,
2 people what?
Shooting up on the train. It was like maybe 5 p.m. Like it's not even 3 a.m. It's like 5 p.m. and they're like a young couple, probably like 28. I'm like, yo.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my first time ever seeing that on the train. Like I just seen some things on the train, but that was my first time seeing that.
Dang, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think instantly, like my heart would drop. Oh God,
girl, I was just like, I can't even look at this. Like I couldn't look at them actually doing that shit because I'm just like, nah.
Well, you know, we didn't even set up like a legit schedule. I think, well, like how in the order in which we're gonna talk about everything.
Oh, it's okay. So we'll just go off of what you wrote because I think we was writing down things at the same time. So you want to just start with the Jordans?
Bad boy. I feel that.
I want to see food boil too.
God. You know what we need to do really quick?
What?
I'm gonna promote this video on Instagram. You're not on Instagram though, right?
No, not right now. Oh yeah, that's another reason I think I've been feeling so good. I've been off Instagram and Twitter for the whole week, and
that's great.
I feel amazing. I feel more focused.
You ain't missing nothing. I'm like, that's me personally too. Like, especially this week, I just been like over Instagram. I'm just like,
yeah.
But then it's like I have to post something, right, to keep my brand, my stuff going.
Mm-hmm. I like the only reason I went on Instagram was like on my desktop, but to check my DMs for like any business purposes. But other than that, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like I could honestly go the rest of the year because I'm just like, for me personally, I only want to post if it's like me uploading something that has to do with like my like business stuff. Like if it's not me doing like something that was directed by me, if I'm not uploading that type of stuff. I mean, I could upload personal stuff as well, but right now I'd rather just upload work. Like I want my page to turn into a portfolio of work, and like if it relates to creative directing, styling, or if it relates to YouTube, like that's what I want.
Right. That's true.
Because I like, you know, your content is good because you're doing styling videos, so you can upload outfits and like just upload like when you're posting videos. But for me, I'm just like, I need to have like that type of stuff since that's what I'm focusing on. Also, so if the brand is on my page, they see that this is what I'm trying to do, and this is what they can like hire me for.
Right. Do you ever feel like kind of on a verge, or do you ever just feel conflicted trying to, not trying to be true to yourself because that's not hard, but like trying to appease or appeal to like brands and knowing that they're only going to really want to mess with you if you have like a certain aesthetic about yourself or your Instagram yourself a certain type of way. I know there's like exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, they go for people that, you know, have this certain type of aesthetic. And that's what I've been conflicted about. It's just like, man, like I want to work with these types of brands. I want to bring a black face to these types of brands, but I'm stubborn and I'm just like, I got a lot of pride, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna bend backwards. Like, no, you either like me or you don't. It kind of away, but
no, I feel
how important do you think having like an aesthetic?
I don't really believe in aesthetics. I just feel like it's not genuine, and
That's what I feel
that way too. Like if somebody is trying to portray something or like have an aesthetic, you can read right through that.
Yep.
It's like if you don't fuck with me, oh well. That's just how I feel personally. I just am like, I know, like I feel like I believe in myself and my talent so much that if a brand doesn't see that, fuck them. Bye. Period. Like I don't have time to try and fit into this mold over here. And I feel like that's probably why I don't even be posting on social media all the time because I'm just like I be needing alone time to just deal with it. I'm trying to figure out my own life, and it's like social media is a constant noise. Like every time I'm on there, it's just like people talking this, stories, whatever it may be, and it's like I just need time to myself to figure out what I want because sometimes it can get skewed when you're looking at other people's lives.
Yep. And too, like people who you talking to. Like I've been even starting to be more aware of that. Like the conversations that I have on a day to day, like pulling away from certain type of people or certain type of conversations or keeping your like relationship limited. Because shit, they not on what you on. They not talking about what you want to talk about, or you don't feel full in a good way when you get off the conversation. When you get off the phone with certain type of people. So I feel like that too. Like that's another something else I feel like I had to pull away from because that kind of get me off the. Why is it? It's such an echo. Can you hear me? I don't know why it's echoing like that.
Sometimes it be doing that. The laptop speakers, I feel like.
It's weird.
But I can still hear you.
But yeah. So I feel you. Like Instagram definitely can like skew your way of like seeing things, but just people in general like can have an effect on you. I'm like by the heater right now, so I'm like twisted.
You're okay. Yeah, I feel like even like people you don't know like can affect you, and you won't even realize it.
Yeah.
But it's already like made an impression.
Yep. You subconsciously just like I don't know the word. Digesting that.
Like, okay, maybe she's done.
Is she stuck?
And don't hang up on me today, please.
I'll try not to.
Don't leave me alone.
What's up, y'all? It's not people watching us right now. So what up?
How many people are on right now?
Did you see Tiana Taylor's daughter? Oh, you didn't, because you're not on Instagram.
No, I did. Amira showed me.
Girl!
That is so scary.
What? The girl said, hi, how are you? The girl said, what?
The baby is 3 months.
That's crazy. But it's like, that's not common, but I've heard of like babies doing that.
So is this baby going to be like a genius?
No. I also seen like the other girl, like the smartest kids in the world. It's like 2 black girls and this black boy. And I had looked into them beyond Instagram. And the little boy, she was like, the mom was like, yeah, I remember my 2-year-old was telling me about politics. And she said she thought he was just like, just talking or whatever. And then she said she heard it on the news. And she was like, what the heck? Like, how is my 2-year-old sitting up here telling me like world news? And then the other girl taught herself how to read. It's crazy.
Yeah, no. When Amira was showing me that video, I'm like, she was like, hey, girl. Like, crazy. Not at 3 months. You're barely out.
And you hear Iman in the background, like, damn.
Going crazy. Like, what kind of magic child do they have?
Yeah. That's
That's so crazy. Now a seafood boil sounds so good. You want to talk about the Jordans first? You can talk about the Jordan and Adidas.
Oh yeah. I just gotta finish this bite.
Go ahead and finish your food, your sandwich.
And my smoothie.
Well, what kind of smoothie you make?
Ensure and blueberries.
Okay. Oh my God, the shoes that you was talking about, the resale value is already, because you said they're what, 500?
But yeah.
The resale is currently 1,400.
Hey Mallory.
Hey Mallory.
How they reselling them and they not even out yet?
I think they always post like before because they be knowing they gonna get them.
That's crazy. But honestly, they look whack. But let's get into it, guys. So one of the topics that we're going to be talking about today is the Air Jordan 11s, the Adapt version. If you're unfamiliar with the Adapt or what Adapt is, it's a self-lacing technology that they have out. Nike has out. And they've put it on shoes in the past, but I think this is the first Jordan that they're going to be putting it on. And the way that this system works, y'all, is like crazy. First off, it has a whole app, okay? It comes with a charging little box charger so that you can sit your shoes on top to charge them. And you control everything with like your phone or your Apple Watch. So if you want your shoes to be tighter, so like say for instance you want to play basketball, you can tie them, or you can just program it in your Apple Watch and your shoes will tie tighter on their own.
This is so crazy.
Crazy. And if they die, you're still able to get in and out of your shoes, like even if they're like dead. Because that was definitely, I'm like, for people that don't never charge their stuff, like how do that work out?
Right. What?
Let me show y'all what they look like actually.
Yeah, pull them up.
Yeah, this is what they look like. So yeah, this is like the classic 11 silhouette, but yeah, the laces, as you can see, they like kind of thin and they look like kind of like wired. And to the gum, you can change the color of the gum with the app too.
What? Like it has lighting in it or
Yep,
something?
it has lighting. So if you want to change it to match your fit for the day, like you can do that.
And they're $500.
And they're $500. But it comes with like the charger. And it's supposed to release, I think, December 30th, they're supposed to release. But yeah, everything is controlled with the app. How do you feel about the future, basically, Patra?
I feel like when I was watching Tinker Hatfield's episode I was telling you about, the art of design, he was talking about like the self-lacing thing because I think he was like trying to work on it back then. So I think it's like, it's cool in theory, but I don't know like if I'd be willing to like wear them because it's like, first of all, it just reminds me of like Black Mirror. Like people are getting lazier and lazier. Like why can you not tie your own shoes?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was going to say. Like, is it really that big of a deal?
Now, if we're using it for people who have disabilities who cannot tie their shoes, cool. Because I think that's an amazing invention. Like you're thinking of other people and you're helping people who have a need for it. But for an everyday human like us, like we do not need no self-lacing shoes.
So can you please tie your shoes?
Like, no.
Yeah, that's what Obi-Wan said too.
Yeah, like that's how I feel. Like, okay, cool. If you're helping someone in need who needs them, but we don't need that. We barely anything now.
Exactly. And my thing with it too, it's just like $500. Maybe down the line, I would be more inclined to buy a pair if that's like all that's available. But this is like the first run of these shoes. We all know what happened when you get the iPhone when it first come out, or anything that happened when it first come out. Not saying that this is Apple, but just technology in general. So I can just see them just being tight as heck on your foot. You can't get out of them. It's like it's dead. Like technology can fail us. That's what I'm thinking about.
And also, it's like Nike is a place known for like healthy living, all this, and you making people lazier by giving them a self-lace. So I think that's not really on brand if it's not for people who need it.
Yeah, I think that their perspective should have definitely been from maybe catering to people that can't tie their shoes.
Yeah.
That would have made more sense, probably.
Yeah, like no hype beast needs to be out here with some self-lace.
Hey man, look at this. Like, hold on, let me loosen my shoes really quick. Like, oh, you don't tie your shoe, boy.
Right. You not no shit.
You don't get out of my face. You can't even tie your shoe, boy.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
It's scary. Like, not scary, but it's just like like you said, it's making us lazier. And to think that like our kids down the road probably won't have to learn how to tie their shoe, it's like
weird.
That's weird. Like, oh no. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like we done heard about it with like cell phones and stuff. I don't put it past the shoe.
Yeah, and if it's got all that technology on the inside and you in the rain or whatever, you get caught in the rain one day.
It's always the exception.
Like, I'm good. I don't want to test it out. Y'all go ahead and figure it out.
Yeah, baby. But I think the concept,
yeah.
Even like that's why they didn't cater it to I feel like people with disabilities, because if it was catered to people with disabilities, they would have to charge less. So it's pretty much all about the flex.
But for what? When you could really help somebody in need, like you are Nike.
Thank you.
Like, come on. I guess they're just trying to say, like, technology is taking over the world, so they have to in some way incorporate it into their brand. But I just feel like they did something else.
Yeah, because that's not a necessity. I don't need a self-tire.
Nope, not at all. I wonder how people are going to react to it.
I feel like people are definitely the hype beasts are going to be on it. You're going to see little 3-second videos on TikTok and Instagram.
Right.
Like
unboxing. The Jordan 11 Adapts, self-lacing.
All right, guys. So I'm going to connect the shoes to my Apple Watch now. Let's see. As you can see, my shoe becomes tighter. That's going to be them.
You can see the laces. They constrict.
Yeah. Like, that's wow.
It'd be funny to watch.
Now, if they come out with a version like with rollers, like heels, I'm getting them. I'm so mad I never got a pair of heelys. Like, I wanted a pair of heelys so bad.
But yeah. That's more of the wave anyways. That would have been
I'd be skating everywhere.
Okay. Does Nike? I know that Adidas has like a skate. Oh yeah, Nike has the Dunks. Because I'm like, don't they have a skateboard shoe? With the
Dunks are
literally SB.
You want to get into Tyler Mitchell? Did you
You wanna? Okay, so I was thinking we could do that, or we could go ahead and get the Adidas thing.
Oh yeah, the Adidas. Cool. So for the Stan Smith Adidas guys, and you guys, if any of you guys follow me on YouTube, y'all know I love my Rob Simmons Stan Smith. I think that it is just such a classic shoe. It looks really good beat up. So let me pull up the Stan Smith Adidas in case anyone hasn't seen it. although it's pretty popular. So maybe you have. But this is what the shoe here looks like. And typically it is made with leather, I believe, right? Okay, it doesn't say. But I believe typically it's made with leather and rubber sole. But going forward, Adidas actually plans to use recycled polyester to make their shoes. And I thought that was like obviously pretty good for any brand to want to go green, especially in this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I was just like, is this a way for them to like cop out, because at the end of the day, it's still polyester. But that made me want to look a little bit deeper into polyester versus recycled polyester. And the main difference is with recycled polyester, although it's still plastic, it's all recycled plastic. So basically, they take all like the water bottles, for instance, and then, they make that into yarn. And it actually uses less gas with recycled polyester. They use less gas, they use less water. So it actually is really good for the environment. So, and it's supposed to be super durable too. Because that was another thing. I'm like, but is it really cost efficient if you buy polyester and it breaks down versus buying a leather shoe that'll last you years and years and years and years because it's leather and how durable leather is. But apparently recycled polyester is supposed to be just as durable. So going forward, this plans to start with the Stan Smith Adidas silhouette and then draw off into majority of all their styles using recycled polyester. So I thought that was really interesting.
That is pretty interesting. And I know Adidas has kind of been on like the green wave now, because they even had I forgot this other line they had, but they were taking like any trash in the ocean and they were like recycling it, like collecting it and then turning it into like the mannequins that they have in the store. So like all the mannequins are made out of whatever this line is that they have. I forgot like the name of it. But I think that's like a great idea.
It really is.
It in terms of like going green.
And everything will be recycled down to the laces.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I just wonder how much they're going to be. Like, I wonder what that price point is going to look like.
Maybe since they're like, what, 65 to 70 right now, maybe they'll raise them to like 80.
But my thing, why would they raise the price when it's not leather? That's what it just doesn't connect for me. It's just like, if you're using polyester, then I need it to reflect in price. It's not leather.
Right. I feel like any brand that does anything like for the environment, they tend to raise their prices. Like sustainable brands are normally more expensive. And some of them use that like greenwashing thing so that they can have higher prices.
I know.
So it's like,
But it's still made in China, sis.
You said what?
I said, but it's still made in China, sis.
Right. It's just different materials.
Yeah.
The Parlay, Parlay. So that's the name of the line. So all of the mannequins in Adidas, they use Parlay mannequins, and like all the hangers are Parlay. So everything is like recycled.
Do you know what I thought she was saying?
What did you think?
I thought she was trying to say Parley, like probably Ultra Boost. That's what I just read. I swear to God, I'm like, yeah, it probably is.
Not probably.
I'm like, dang, I never seen people spell probably like that, but probably. You know how people be like PROLLY.
Right.
I don't know. I'm done, y'all.
No, Sierra. Parlay.
I crack myself up, man. It's crazy. Should we get into? I wanted to. Well, actually, let's get into Tyler Mitchell. I want to know about Tyler Mitchell.
Okay, let me pull it up. So, Subsis Princess tagged Sierra and myself on this post from a photographer named Tyler Mitchell. And this is just something that you guys can check out once we end the live, or if you decide to leave the live early. Let me share my screen. But basically, he's doing a live stream at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So in about an hour, he's doing a live stream. And I guess he does these things called Night at the Cinema. This will be the third one. And he basically, so if you guys don't know who Tyler Mitchell is, first of all, he is the first Black photographer to photograph a cover of US Vogue, I believe, and he's the one who photographed Beyonce. And he was only, I think, 23 at the time, because he's 25 now. And yeah, so he's having this Night at the Cinema live stream. It's conversations and reflections, and it's kind of talking about his work, which is I Can Make You Feel Good, which is an exhibit that he has at the International Center of Photography in New York City, if you live here. And this is basically like the breakdown of the different things that it's going to be going on. So yeah, it's on this website right here. You can go to his Instagram, Tyler's Photos, and it has the website. And when you put it in, it directs you straight to the live stream, and you just have to like wait for it to start here.
Okay.
But yeah, so I guess like there's gonna be like poems and different things as well. But I just kind of want to see like they're gonna be showing like photos from his work or like what it's gonna be about, because I've never listened in. I just know that Subsis Princess had tagged us both in it. I think it'll be kind of cool just to listen in and see what's going on.
I'm definitely gonna try to tune into that. I definitely want to see that.
Yeah, and his work is so amazing. Oh, he did this cover too. He did the Harry Styles cover.
That's crazy.
And it's crazy to think that he's only like 25 years old. This is him right here. He looks like a
crazy. I thought he was even younger than that.
I think he's 25 now, because he said it on his website. It says he was born in 95. Look at this when he got the J.W. Anderson campaign.
Fire.
So fire. So yeah, that is Tyler Mitchell. If you guys check him out in the live stream.
Yeah. Have you ever tuned into one of his things?
This is gonna be the first one that I check out. But I want to go to the International Center of Photography because it's in Lower East Side.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be his exhibition is gonna be on display until January 3rd. And I just want to be able to see it. Like he has one of the photos that he took for Beyonce for Vogue is in like the Smithsonian now.
That's crazy to accomplish so much at such a young age. Like, it's crazy.
So crazy. But when I was just looking at his work, I'm like, wow. Because I never really looked at his work. I just knew about him doing the cover for Beyonce, but I didn't really look further. And when I started to look, I'm like, oh, wow, this is like really good.
Yeah, because when he did that cover for Beyonce, I mean, it was
everywhere.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's so effortless. Like his work seems so effortless.
Got that eye.
Right. So yeah, that starts at 5 and ends at 10.
Should we get into the highest paid celebrities?
Yes.
All right. First off, can you guys guess the top 3, rather, highest paid celebrities? Go.
Me? Of like ever?
Of 2020.
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Why you say him?
Because isn't he like the highest paid actor ever? So I'm like, he's a celebrity. Maybe he's one of the highest paid celebrities.
Okay, I'm gonna get this way. He is on the list, which I was just like so blown away by.
Yeah, no, he's like the highest paid actor.
But how? Like,
I don't know. Don't know.
If that's the case, everybody should from Fast and if that's the case, Vin Diesel should be that then. Should be the highest paid.
He be in like Disney movies and stuff now. So you know Disney is gonna give you some money.
Dang. I didn't know he was like that.
He was in Moana.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Moana. He's been in some other movies. So he was on the list. What number was he at?
He's number 10. He's the last one.
Okay.
But who else can you say?
Obi-Wan said Ellen.
Ellen, I'm giving it away. But okay. Who else can you say?
Dang. Celebrities. Because it's like a celebrity could be anyone.
Yeah. Think athletes.
Mayweather?
No.
Is it NFL or NBA?
I'm just gonna give it away.
Dang it!
No, the Kardashians. Oh, okay. Well, number one is Kylie Jenner, 590 million. She's grossed at the end of 2020. Kanye West at 170 million.
I was gonna say Kanye, but I'm
Kanye
like,
out of debt, baby.
that's crazy. I did not expect that.
Yeah, and Roger Federer.
Don't know him.
He's number 3. I didn't know that who he was. I didn't know that who he.
He's a very famous tennis player.
Oh, he's a very famous tennis player. Kind of just came in.
Oh, okay.
And actually, everybody else. Let me share my screen. Everybody. Well, I guess I can't. But everybody else on the list is literally tennis players and soccer players. Like they make so much money.
That's crazy. I never knew tennis players made that much money. I knew soccer players did.
Girl, yeah.
And then Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. And all the soccer players too that was on the list was from like Portuguese, Argentina, South America for the most part.
Mm-hmm. That
was pretty intriguing.
Kylie Jenner, Kanye West.
Keep it in the family.
That is really crazy.
Kylie got buku, baby. It's just like having all that money under 25, like you already not used to hearing the word no.
Right. You don't know what that means.
Like yeah.
That's really crazy. I don't know why I was not expecting Kylie Jenner to be at the top of that list.
Yeah. She was at the top of it last year, I think.
I don't really pay attention to the Kardashians like that, so that's probably why I didn't know.
I was looking into Kylie too, and the reason why she's number 1 is because she sold Kylie Cosmetics to some other like makeup brand.
Okay, that makes sense.
She sold it for $2 million.
That's crazy. Who's their accountant? Like, what?
I don't know. But I know, I already told you, once I pop off, I'm getting for Master P. Period.
You said
what? Talk to.
To who?
Master P, girl.
Master P?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be your financial advisor?
Yep. That man, no. That man got the sauce. To come from the projects, bro, and build your own record label, basically out of thin air.
Right. Like how?
That's something admirable. Like not saying that I don't have much respect, but yeah, I don't have a lot of respect for people that just get shit handed to them. Like you just gotta hand it to you, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I feel you.
But yeah.
Wow, that was interesting.
Yeah, LeBron James on there too.
Of course.
Number 9.
When you said athletes, I thought LeBron.
All that money, honey.
Wait, how are you enjoying the snow?
Hate it. It's so funny because I was talking to somebody and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's fucking snowy," and I'm like, "New York is so dramatic." You know, coming from Chicago, I'm like, New York is so dramatic. It's not gonna be that much snow. I go outside to like mountains. I'm like, oh my God,
It's snow.
it snowed.
I
My
can't.
little fire escape.
The day that it started, they let us go home early for my job. Like we left around 5. Yeah, we left at 5, and it was starting like around that time. And on my way home, it was already like at least an inch outside, or maybe 2. And I'm just like, this is great. Like the whole ground was, everything was covered, and I'm like, what? In a matter of like a few minutes, like maybe 30 minutes.
This is the time when I hibernate. For real, for real.
I literally did not go out of the house yesterday because they ended up like shutting. They closed down yesterday, my job, and then I'm off today and tomorrow. So I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I only went outside today to get braiding hair.
Yeah, girl.
So because I know I'm have to be at home.
Oh, so how have you adjusted going back to work, being off for 2 weeks and coming back?
Honestly, right now it's just been a tease because this is my second week back, my first week back.
This has to be your first week because last week you were still on vacation.
No. It was my first week back. So I went in on Monday. I went in on Sunday, worked the full shift, but I had late shift, so I didn't have to go until like 12:45. So I really worked from like 1 to 8 shift. 1 to 7 because now we're closing. So really quick shift. Then Monday it was so slow. So they're like, "Oh, like, do you want to go home early?" And I'm like, "Well, I've already been getting paid like on my days off, so like I can afford to like take a day." So I was like, "Yeah, sure. Like I'll go home early." I got some work, and then I go in Wednesday, and we leave at 5 because of the snow. Every single day, like I have not worked a full shift yet since I've been back.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's been really just easy.
Kind of smooth.
Yeah, real smooth. And then next week is Christmas, so I only work Sunday and Monday. And then I'm off for the rest of the week.
I can't believe next week is Christmas.
Actually, no, I work Wednesday, but I get off early. I know. Christmas came out of nowhere.
I keep telling Connor, like, what are we going to do for Thanksgiving? And he's like, babe, you mean Christmas? I'm like, oh my God, we sure did.
It's Christmas time.
Christmas. It's crazy.
Okay. I guess I'll flip the YSL show.
Yes.
Did y'all see the YSL show?
I've just been looking at Lemaire archives and Lemaire interviews.
I love that.
It's just whatever pop up on YouTube, like designer wise. I'm like, oh, let me look into them.
Yeah, no, I've been on this wormhole on YouTube, but it's been like these abstract like documentaries. Okay, so I don't want to butcher her name, but I think it's Maime Ayoko. She DM'd me and she had asked me about the YSL show if I had seen it, and I hadn't. So I went to watch it, and let me pause it. It was actually pretty dope. Like at first I was like, I don't know how I feel. But afterwards, I'm gonna do it with no sound just so that they don't.
Can we? How long is it? Can we watch this?
It's 10 minutes.
Sierra, what are you drinking? Ensure and blueberries mixed together.
You think can we watch it with the sound?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I mean,
We can watch it like this. I'm gonna skip through some of it though, since it's 10 minutes. I'm like, it's crazy that they got them walking in heels in the sand.
And they gotta give it too, baby.
They got.
You may feel your heels sinking, but you better not slip.
Okay, some of them you could tell were struggling, but some of them were giving it in the sand. All right, so this is basically.
You know the meaning behind them doing this in the sand?
So let me scroll out and I'm going to read you what it says. So at the bottom, I think the show is called I Wish You Were Here because that's what pops up at the end. And it says, an invitation for escapism, a desert, its soft and infinite landscape. The collection is dedicated to the freedom of movement. So they had these books at the beginning, and then I'm going to switch it so that you can see. Because to me, the night looks were better. So then it switches to them walking at night in the desert. And to me, the nighttime looks are just 1,000 times better.
I would agree with that. I can't even like focus on the clothes, to be quite honest, because there's a lot going on.
With like the sand and the burning.
I don't think that the sand corresponds with the clothes at all. I mean, I guess it makes sense kind of if you read, but seeing visually, like seeing these looks, these very strong looks,
right, in the
sand, it's like it worked for Jack Moose because it like that's his aesthetic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, this it clashes. It doesn't really make sense to me.
I don't know. I feel like the daytime definitely was not it for me, but I feel like with the flame and the sand and the darkness of the clothing right here with the wind, since it's trying to show like movement, they say, I feel like it works. The nighttime, I wasn't really feeling daytime at all. But I get what you're saying too. It looks a very like housewife, rich housewife. Look.
Yeah.
That's the ending of it.
Oh my god.
That is the show. And yeah, so she had told me to go watch it, and I was like, at first I was like, I don't know. But I like it.
It's mysterious, but I just would, to me, it just would have been made sense. Even if it was just in like a white room with like all white walls, that would have made more sense than having it on a fan.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I just, it didn't, I don't know. I'm worried about the clothes. Like, oh my gosh, she's getting all that sand on those velour shoes.
Right. And they're just like, okay, well, we have to do this. But I'm like, okay, with him saying, you know, the desert is like escapism. That was his reason for putting them in the desert.
Yeah, but then make it make sense throughout everything that you're doing. Because to be free and to be able to say, you can't walk in heels in the sand.
I don't know why they decided to keep going with that one. If they weren't going to lay something down, at least.
Yeah, like lay something down.
Lay down a runway so the girls can walk.
Nah, baby.
Yeah, that was the YSL show. Y'all also feel free to say what you thought of it, how you felt about it.
Yeah, what did y'all think about the YSL show? Like, am I tweaking or? They shouldn't have it in the sand. I don't even, the two don't even come to my brain. It's like this effortless way. Being doesn't, I don't associate that with YSL, and I never have.
That's true. Maybe they're trying to switch it up. Maybe. Everybody seemed to be going with something new this year.
I guess if you a big fashion house like YSL, you could do that.
You can experiment.
Switch it up and come back if you want to. I think they were going for a while.
That's an interesting take.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how to read that.
She said, "I hate standing in my shoes." That's a fact.
Okay, that's all I could think about is how uncomfortable the models were. But
I feel like because I noted that, but then I just put it to the side. I'm like, okay, well, let me just look and see like what these looks are giving, because I already see like the models in the sand is like they're struggling unless they can like really give it, because some of them were still giving it in the sand.
Oh no, with all the sand just swooshing, it didn't give me what I needed.
Also, that's unless like no, because that wouldn't make sense. I'm thinking like their moving is basically prohibited because they're in the sand, so they can't walk properly. But we're talking about freedom of movement,
right? That's what I'm saying. Like that's making make sense throughout the whole thing.
No, that's true.
We're trying to make it practical because that's what every other brand was doing this year because of COVID. Oh, I see.
Maybe they were trying to be like, wow, like in the sand, they're in the middle of the desert. Like, this is so fire.
Yeah. Like, kind of like isolated in a way. Obviously.
Like, that's supposed to be their take of like how to properly have a safe I guess. I don't know what the intention was, but yeah.
But unless it's like resort or summer, like I don't know.
And I definitely think the sand in the shoes, because I noted that. But like I said, I had just put it in the back of my head because I'm like, okay, well, let me just keep watching. And the looks were nice though. The nighttime looks very rich wife in the bedroom.
And that's because that's YSL's customer.
This was their loungewear show. In the desert.
You know, YSL customer is not going to be in no damn stand.
Okay.
And it's not carefree.
Okay. You want to talk about your experience in Clubhouse?
Oh, yeah. Clubhouse, y'all.
How do you feel about it? I haven't even been using it.
So at first, when you told me, when we were talking about last week, you know, I was like, in case anybody is new here, we were talking about Clubhouse last week. And I was saying, like, it's probably overrated. Like, it's probably, you know, deleted. Somebody else was saying that. Hold on. Jocelyn said,
that's interesting.
See? That's what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't even really focus. I did see a couple of
Yeah.
But I was more so focused on all the stand-up events, the heels. So maybe you want to talk about that.
She said the sand and the hills. You was really focused on that too.
But
what were you saying?
Oh yeah. Woo, almost got to here. So yeah, I was saying that Clubhouse might be lame, but y'all, Clubhouse is actually a really helpful app. Especially if you like ready to receive information. You know, because you have to be prepared. It can be really, really helpful. Like I've been in chat rooms with people who are just so accomplished, and the gems, the knowledge that they're giving out, it's just like crazy. You don't get people doing that, you know, on Instagram or anything like that, or any other app for that matter. And I feel like that's the main reason why Clubhouse is so different from those apps. It's a lot of value on Clubhouse, I would say, for right now anyway. I feel like I've been seeing it on Twitter. I've been hearing people talking about how Clubhouse is going to be like probably super monetized and just not the same in like a month or two. It's probably going to just be people playing games on there. And we're going to do some houses or like chat rooms that just be having the stupidest topics like get chose on Clubhouse. And it's like, well, that's not what this app is for. Like, this is for getting money, making connections, networking. And for the most part, that is what I've been seeing. For the most part, it's only like certain, little people on there trying to play games. But for the most part, people out there, the people who I feel like are accomplished, they are just there to help and like tell their story and inspire the best that they can. And then you have people, that are on the opposite end, people who need a little bit of help or pull up. And it's like so crazy. Like people been getting signed through Clubhouse. Like I've seen people be like, all right, like celebrities like, shoot, send me your work like, right now, like DM me right now. And I think it's a really, really good way to network. And I didn't think that this app would be as helpful as it is, or I would learn as much as I have already from it. But I would give Clubhouse a like 9 out of 10 right now. Thanks for inviting me, sir.
Yes, of course. No, I gotta actually use it.
Yeah, you need to get on there. Well, you don't need to do anything except die. But
What'd you say?
Nothing. It's something that my grandma used to say. She used to be like, we used to be like, Grandma, you have to do this. And she'd be like, I don't have to do nothing except die. And I was like, okay.
Hey, Valentina.
What up, Dion?
Right, what's good?
Let me see what groups I follow. And it's so crazy. Like I seen this girl that was like, who I went to high school with. Her dad was my choir teacher. I'm like, damn, like that's so crazy.
You said her what?
Her dad was like my choir director.
Oh shoot, that's crazy.
Yeah, and now she's like a singer. How do I know that's how I feel too. Like I feel like I can definitely talk more, but I feel like when I do talk, I don't make sense. So I've kind of refrained from like talking.
Just like, let me just listen.
Yeah, but then they be trying to go down the list. Oh wait, let's have you guys introduce yourself. Like, damn, I just want to listen.
I don't even think I follow any.
Also, like I follow some DJs who be doing little music sets.
Yeah, I've seen the music ones.
Oh, this sounds like a good one. Black girls collaboration over competition.
Ooh.
Sets to Mommy and E's, and I'm also working on a guy's collection along with Daddy and Me collection.
But yeah, people out here, they be like, seem like they got their shit not together.
Right. I'm like looking at the different groups now.
But yeah, y'all get into
Aquarius.
What up, Aquarius? This is a random fact, but I was looking up like the percentages of the amount of signs in the world, and people are less likely to be an Aquarius. Like Aquarius is at the bottom of percentages of people in the world.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It do kind of intimidating, like, especially people who like are so again accomplished, and
No, it is hard.
you just got to put yourself in the mindset of just like the question that you have to ask or comment that you have to comment is somebody out there who want to hear it or who want to answer to that question.
And also, it's like at the end of the day, they're just a person. Like, I feel like because when people accomplish certain things, we see them as like higher than, and
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like they're still a person. So like, don't like dim your light or like feel like something you say might be dumb, because it's not. At the end of the day, we're all trying to learn stuff, and people who are accomplished get that. Like, they know we're trying to learn. So it's like, it's easier to say than do, because when you're like socially awkward, you don't like putting yourself out there. It's hard, but I feel like it's worth it to be uncomfortable, because I feel like a lot of the things that I've even done, like as a stylist, I've had to be so uncomfortable because I'm such a shy person where I'd have to like get out of my comfort zone and like introduce myself to people, or like go to certain like parties to like network with people, or like whatever it might be. So it's like, it's hard, but it's worth it.
It is hard. And that's something that I've been struggling with basically all my life, is the social anxiety, which honestly, us going live every Friday can help somewhat.
Yeah. And then it's like so many people can be superficial too within the art fashion scene. So yeah, I heard they're on the come up.
Who?
In the fashion scene.
Oh, Legos?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Am I on Who What Where? Look, don't do me with what? How did you find me on Who What Where, Aquarius Avenue? And I like the way you spell my name. That ain't how you spell it, but that's an interesting way to spell my name. That girl says Ceira.
Not you on Who What Where. You better go look at
Girl, is it Who What Where Instagram or Who What Where YouTube? Who What Where? What?
You said what?
Oh, on their website? That is so interesting.
Right. I'm surprised
And why didn't they let me know?
Right, you should at least say something to you.
I don't feel like looking for it. Aquarius, if you can look up your handle and Who What Where. Your handle. No. Yeah, I'll look that up. I can't find it, Aquarius Avenue. If you want to send it to me, feel free. But yeah, that's interesting.
What you got planned for the weekend?
What do I have planned? I'm gonna do an unboxing tomorrow. They did Simone ever reach out to you?
Mm-hmm.
She did she say she gonna send you stuff and stuff?
Mm-hmm. I gotta check today. I think it's supposed to be here.
Yeah, I got that package from her.
Okay.
So I was gonna do like an unboxing video talking about it. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Work. How about you?
I gotta check downstairs to see if that's here, and then just plan the new videos, because I'm still finding like a hard time thinking of other ideas other than just vlogging. So I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to do. But yeah, so just planning that out. Trying to do like last minute Christmas shopping for like my family. And that's probably gonna be it. Oh, I got like a sewing book, so maybe go to the garment district and get some fabric that I need to make some pieces I'm trying to put together. And yeah, finished working on mood boards. It's just gonna be business. Things that I've like been putting to the side all week that I need to get done.
True.
So yeah, on my
That's what you do. Everyone.
my hair is gonna take me once we get off the live. My hair is probably gonna take the rest.
What are you gonna watch while you do this?
Watching my hair. I don't know. You remember how I was telling you there was the film that I was watching? Like I've just been watching like abstract documentaries. Did I tell you that?
You said you just stuck. You got stuck.
How I've been watching abstract documentaries on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
So the one that I watched was called Tokyo Noise, and it was like based in 2002 when this like film director was just interviewing different people with different occupations in Tokyo back in 2002. And like there's two photographers that are interviewed. There's like a priest. They interview a woman who's like a noise conductor, like she makes noises, like beats basically, like sound effects. And then the last one is like a robot sushi machine maker man. And like it goes through each of their like experiences kind of in Tokyo. It's really dope. No, that's crazy. It's so dope though. And like after watching it, one of the photographers, he's like really like whimsical and crazy. I went and watched a documentary on him, and his name is, let me see if I can pull it up.
Dang. Because when you said after documentary, I was gonna ask you maybe when we got off here, like, what the hell is that? But I'm happy you going into it right now.
Right. No, it's so good. And it has like the effects from the documentary. It has like the noises that the woman like creates like kind of in the background. And it just makes it seem like, I don't even know. It's just so many sounds in it. Like your senses are so activated watching this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you pulling it up?
I'm going to pull up the guy, like his work, so you guys can see. His name is Nobuyoshi Arakai. And basically, he started off taking photos of his wife. So this is his wife, like on their honeymoon. And he was taking photos of like just intimate from their honeymoon. And she ended up passing away. I think she got cancer or something. She got sick, and she ended up passing away. And so this was like his first photography book that went really big. And then after she passed away, he made a book where he would show himself being alone, basically, as if his lens were the eye. So you wouldn't see his wife around anymore. It would just be images of like the stairs he's walking up or like his house, but there's no woman in there. And then after he stopped that, he started doing like bondage type of like this art form they do in Tokyo. He started doing this photography. And the photos are just so crazy. He did one for Lady Gaga and Bjork. This is the one he did of Lady Gaga. And then, if I can find Bjork. I want y'all to see the image that I have on my phone, but I don't know how to pull it up because it's not like a known model. But yeah, so I've just been watching like documentaries, and I feel like I'm in this like little.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Or his wife, beautiful.
His work is so amazing. And if you look at him, he's literally like the coolest little man.
Is he dead now?
I think he's still alive. Let me see. I don't know though, because that was back in 2002. No, he's still alive. He's 80.
Wow.
80 years old. I wish I could show the work that I was looking at. I might not be able to find it. But yeah, so like just watching, I guess it's kind of like an art documentary in a way.
That's a good way to expand the mind.
Yeah, I've just been trying to do anything that's gonna like stimulate my mind and make me think of new ideas and just learn about new people that I'm actually interested in learning about.
Yeah. I had to change positions.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing.
That's wild though that Dion had the same screen open. Like how
Hey, that's really creepy.
how likely is that to happen?
That's so creepy. Dion, next week, let me know how you like it. Sierra, you should watch it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably check it out.
Yeah, I mean it's on YouTube. It's free.
I've been watching Madam Secretary, which is actually not that good of a show, but I just can't stop watching it for some reason.
I feel like a lot of people watch that show though. No?
Probably. But it just has like its weak moments when I be like, come on. And it's like the music too. It's like one of those shows that's like kind of decent, but the music is like trash.
Oh God.
But it's a great show. Look up the references when people talk about them in interviews. Yeah.
Yeah, I do that too.
Feel that.
I be doing that when I be reading books and they reference another book. I be writing that book down.
Yeah.
Like I've got to know more.
Tell me more.
Dion kills me saying purr. Yeah.
From Canada, right? Yeah.
You ever be looking at Roland Ray on Twitter? That's where that came from.
Mm-mm.
You know who he is? The one who was
yeah, in the wheelchair.
So
References are keys to rabbit holes. Hell yeah.
we are.
Oh, and to answer your question, Solomon, no, this is another shirt that I could fit actually. But yeah, so like a turtleneck.
I love the turtleneck crew neck combo. And the turtleneck hoodie combo. Like I know the turtleneck crew neck, but I never really thought to do turtleneck hoodie.
Girl, I be doing whatever. I be coming up with stuff because it's so cold, and I just literally be like putting on all the clothes that I can, and be like, oh, some of this kind of works. Thank you. I wanted to know y'all thoughts on
On what?
This. Oh wait.
Oh, you and this.
I don't know. Honestly, I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop thinking about it.
And you know it's crazy? I saw a shirt from the row coming to my job, and I thought of you, but I'm like, I don't know, cause
I don't know. I'm like, do y'all see this image? Can y'all tell me what y'all think about this image in the comments? Like, am I tweaking? Is this just art, or is this a message?
Well, okay. So, what do you think the message is saying?
I think that it's like people will say like, oh, they're coming from an artistic standpoint, but it's something that you subconsciously stored in your mind that you've seen before. All of our experiences and everything that we do is based off the things that we've seen in our past or whatever. So I wonder if like maybe their intentions weren't racist, but it was still coming from a racist place because they've seen this before. Obviously, we all have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, do you catch what I'm saying right now?
I feel like no one's talked about it either.
No, because I mean, I don't know. But that picture was a little unsettling. Y'all know I love Mary-Kate and Ashley, but I'm like, did that because that's kind of insensitive. Right?
I don't know. I get what you mean now.
Like the way she's gripping the black model, it just doesn't sit well with me.
Can you pull it up on your computer?
Oh yeah, actually I can.
Dion said it's giving Wade in the water.
Huh?
Dion said it's giving Wade in the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't. Damn it, Mary Kate. Okay. So this is the full show. All right. So yeah. This is their Resort 2020 collection. And you know, beautiful as usual. I'm just going through the little pictures. And then I just immediately stop here. I'm just like, whoa.
What's that in the black model's hand?
And what is that her hand? And I just noticed that. Like, come on.
What is going on?
What do y'all think? Cause now, oh my God, now she got a plow in her hand.
You know what? No, this is too much.
It's too much.
Hey, keep going. Keep going down. Keep going down.
The rest of it was like, okay, like that was like the most out there picture. But immediately I just stopped in my tracks at this photo, like, what the hell? That's not cool.
Yeah, no, it's definitely giving.
It's giving. I shouldn't laugh.
It's giving like hell no.
Oh no, y'all.
Wait, go back up to the top, because I feel like some of those images too, with the just go back to the top. Like,
so this is the third image.
I was trying to see if there was any underlying meaning in that photo too.
I don't think that's what, I don't know. It's hard to say because it's like it's not telling a message that is like less racist than the other photos. It's just that one photo that is just taking a breath by.
And yeah.
I feel like maybe they were coming from an innocent place, but you still have to be mindful that people have feelings and our past as a country and everything.
Yeah.
Nika, what you think, Nika? It's the grip on it's the grip on the arm for me. That's what it really is. It's how she's gripping her that just don't sit right. But with the feeling switch, if it was the black model doing that to the white lady, obviously yes. Like that small change would have made a world of difference if it was switched.
What does the details say? Like, do they have a like show notes or like a review column?
Let me see.
That tries to explain this show.
Walking into the road showroom, it is hit on color action for black music. It basically says the same thing that they say for all their shows. Like Mary Kate and Ashley usually stick with a minimal look, aesthetic, and da.
No. So they don't even know what it means.
No.
Interesting.
Exactly. And I thought Mary-Kate and Ashley was different. It's the microaggression for me, okay?
Right.
Like, what? And when I sent it to you, Patrick, that's why I'm like, are you getting my pictures? Because you're like, what?
I was, first of all, when you sent it, I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I'm looking at the photo like, what is it? And I went back to sleep. And so when I woke up and I'm like, what happened?
I'm like, girl, you don't see that? You don't see?
I don't think I saw, like, I don't know what I saw. I'm not gonna even lie, I don't know what I saw. But now that I'm looking at her with this like plow or whatever is in her hand, I'm like, oh hell no.
And it's so crazy because I remember looking through those photos, just like, oh my God. And then I come to this one and I'm just like, what in the hell is going on?
Neka said even if it was switched, the black woman could be portrayed as being violent. That's also true.
Yep.
So they should have cut this image out.
If I ever see Mary Kay, I'm like, hey, Mary Kay, what's up with this image right here? Can you explain?
Can you explain this image?
Can you explain? Real quick. Real quick. Triggered, okay? But yeah, that was like my first time ever like stumbling upon something racist, I guess you could say,
from
on my own. Because usually, you'll see it on the internet or whatever, getting blasted. But I didn't see that blasted, which is wild to me.
Well, you already know Diet Prada, like you already know who's running Diet Prada, so it probably wouldn't even come across like, oh, this.
Who runs Diet Prada again?
I think there's like some Asian man and some white woman.
Oh, so they didn't sell it? Because I remember they were like selling it.
Oh, did they? So somebody else owns Diet Prada?
I don't think they.
I thought that was like supposed to be a joke.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's this. I'm about to show you what they look like. But they wouldn't get that image. That's what I'm trying to say, which is probably why, like, if somebody's gonna call out something, it's normally these two. Interesting.
Wow. Yeah, that's why people hate them, right? Because it's like all political with them or for that.
Oh, Valentina said there's an interview. Yeah, I listened to their interview that they did on the Amandi podcast.
I need to listen to their podcast.
I want to go back and listen to some episodes so I could get ready for the good ones.
Oh, you guys know who have a podcast?
Oh yeah.
For real.
We have.
What did you just hear, Patrick?
Huh?
What did you just hear?
I heard you said a podcast. We got a podcast.
No, I said y'all know who coming. Well, we do have a podcast coming, which we're going to get into towards the end of this.
But who was you talking about?
Other Tone. Dion, you talking about Other Tone? That's what I was just talking about, for real. He has a podcast station now.
He does?
Yeah, it's called Other Tone. Because his like he has his like media company is called Other, I guess you can say. I know that they had like Issa Rae's, the Black Girl, that was like premiered on there. But yeah, now he's like expanded to podcasts, and I was listening to his podcast that he had with Anya, the main character from that chess show.
What chess show?
For real. Queen's Gambit.
I have not watched that show.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty big. But he was like talking to her, the main character, Anya.
Oh, like interviewing her?
Yeah, interviewing her. And it was like so crazy because they have the connection that they had. Like anybody that's into like spirits or connection or like energy who's believing that,
Mm-hmm.
like, you could feel it. Even through like
Ooh, hold on. What is
the
it?
interview, like you could feel it.
What's the name of it?
He's just like staring at her and she's just like, oh my God. She was like, the stares are so intense. He's just like, that's because you can see me and I see you too. It was like low key. I'm like, for real, don't you got a wife and 4 kids at home? Come on now.
Right.
So he was just like, I see you. Da 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 da. I was just like, okay.
I'm about to download it now.
Yeah, but it's good. And it's like 20 minutes long. And they don't be right.
Okay, but I'm gonna download it now. OTT.
Business of Hype Fire.
Yeah, I love the hype. Business of Hype is like a hype piece podcast by Jeff Staples. He's like the host, but he does really good interviews with people.
What do you think makes a good interviewer?
I feel like not an entanglement.
Okay. Y'all need to hear the interview. Go hear the interview with him and Anya.
I gotta listen to the interview.
If I was wifey, I would be kind of side-eyeing him, like, what was that? Okay.
I gotta listen to this episode.
Because she's just like, yeah, I'm run by the moon. And Brill is just like, yeah, guys, that's a fact, by the way. Just so you know, that's a fact. And he just told, I don't know if you know, but don't you know how some guys be like, like they'll, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like they have certain sound effects that we do.
Yes, and he kept doing them. He kept being like,
oh no.
I swear. I was just like, I don't know how everybody on the interview wasn't like, for real. Calm down, man.
Now I gotta look this girl up, Anya Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's played in other stuff too.
Yeah, she's played in The Witch, Peaky Blinders.
Not they flirting.
Girl, you go get an interview and let me know what you think. That was right. Let Freya talk to me like that. Shit.
You'll have to go listen. You asked me what I think makes like a great interviewer.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you have to be like a good listener, and you have to also like be ahead of the curve. Like you should know everything about that person that they know about themselves, so that you can have like a conversation instead of like making it seem like an interview.
True.
I feel like the best interviews when I'm watching them are things that feel like such a natural conversation, like two friends just in a room.
Yep. I agree.
Flowing rather than it being chopped up and like the interviewer talking over the person they're interviewing. Like I hate when that happens because it's like we want to know about them. Like let them talk.
Yes. That's happened to me so many times. Well, not so many times. I ain't been interviewed that many times. But in a couple interviews, like the interviewer was just talking over me, and I'm just like, "I'll let you finish."
Yeah,
okay.
Isn't it about? I thought you wanted to learn about me,
right? Oh, Nardwar. Nardwar.
He's just like he's mad quirky, but it fits.
Yeah, and I feel like he know like the stuff that people just like say, and you think that people not really listening, and then he come up like, "Remember this album that you said you like?"
Yeah,
he be super unexpected.
And also, I feel like people who like do interviews should also just watch previous ones because a lot of them be asking the same exact questions, and it's like I already know this.
Right. Yeah. Like you said, I feel like the interviews that are the best is like ones that just like a natural conversation. Because once you're having a conversation, it naturally progresses and you naturally are inclined to ask more questions about this combo and this combo. So,
and also I just feel like it makes the person that you're interviewing feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
Because if you feel like it's something where you have to be super professional and you have to have on this face, then of course you're not gonna like be able to really talk about yourself and like personal things. Like you need to be comfortable.
Yep. Rick Rubin too. Yeah. I really like Rick Rubin.
I like his interviews.
And being able to interview somebody like Andre 3000, I feel like you have to be good at your craft.
Okay. Andre 3000 don't even see himself as like anything legendary, which is so crazy to me.
Yeah.
He's just like,
that's why I love him. And he knows that's why people love him.
There's so many guys out here, like, yeah, he's amazing.
What you mean, Solomon? Oh, yep, that's true. Being intuitive, basically. Yeah, you got to be. I feel like someone who is somewhat intuitive pays attention to body language and all of that.
That's very true. Have you watched any interviews recently?
I feel like I have. Who interviewed I watched lately? I told you about Master P. I watched a couple of his interviews.
Okay.
Very interesting person. And I feel like it was somebody else interview I was just watching. I guess as of recently, Lemaire, but that interview wasn't worth talking about really because he was just like super flat. How about you? Oh, you know what? Actually, not an interview, but I've been watching producers. Like I watched Michael made it talk about like beats that he's produced, which was really interesting. How about you?
What's the last interview? I can't even remember the last interview that I've watched because I've just been watching documentaries recently, which I kind of guess it can be like an interview because you're learning so much about the person. Like I was watching Abstract, the Art of Design, but the photography episode, and the guy has like photographed some of the greatest people like Prince and like freaking like emperors and just all these cool people, and he was just talking about like his process. And he basically, before he even touches his camera or like does anything, he like has a conversation with them to like open them up because he like captures only like raw photos of them. Like he wants them to be as vulnerable as possible. So he was like, in order to do that, like he wants them to like have a natural, like genuine, authentic conversation. And then after he does that, then he'll start like snapping photos of like them.
That's beautiful. And it makes so much sense.
Like so amazing. Like he does not touch his camera until he like has a conversation and like feels like they're open enough to be photographed. And I'm like, that is so amazing.
That's yeah. Can you send me that? That's so true though, because I've said that I can't talk, but I've said it so many times on my channel, like because I'm so intertwined with my emotions in this interview, it's almost I can't take photos with a photographer unless I have that connection, some type of connection, some type of warmth there, and I feel like I've worked with some photographers who are just like, let's just hop right into it. Like they don't talk to you much. And it's just like, well, I'm not going to be able to be myself and give you what you want because I feel, some coldness. And it's just like, I understand people like, I need to just do my job, but being personable is a part of the job. I feel
exactly. And it's like, especially when you have to break that barrier.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that, it's not going to be the best that it could be. Oh, the photographer, his name is Platon. I'm about to show y'all some of his work. And he even photographed Putin, and he was talking about that.
Wow.
So he's done like all of these images. And he was saying that when he photographed Putin, I forgot, he had figured out like Putin's favorite, like, I think it was some sports team that was like Putin's favorite. And he was like for such a cold man that Putin is known as, like when he mentioned that sports team to him, it was like a light sparked in his eye. Like he opened up and he was just talking to him like a regular person, you know?
Wow.
You know that he did of Putin. But yeah, so his name is Platon.
It almost looks like a painting.
Right? And this one was a photo that he had taken of, I forgot where he went, but I think it was somewhere in Africa where he went to see like women who had been raped. They were like rape victims, and he wanted to like tell their stories. And this was like one of the images he took of one of the women, and he was just explaining like how she just seemed like very vulnerable, like, you know, just very open to like talking about like her hurt and like what she went through and stuff. But yeah, amazing work.
I'm gonna look into that.
So yeah, if y'all want to watch Abstract, definitely a show to check out on Netflix, and they be having the free episodes on YouTube too.
Okay.
I'll send it to you too, because this episode I saw on YouTube just because it was like up.
Valentina said, "Don't forget about Tyler Mitchell."
Yes. We was definitely talking about it earlier. Oh.
My ex-boyfriend girlfriend is so beautiful.
You said
look at her. She's
so pretty.
From Trinidad.
Oh my god. She's a model.
She's a creative. She makes music videos. Oh my god, I need to send you her music video.
Please.
Insane. I've never seen anything like it. I'm like, gee, I don't feel like the world ready for you, but this shit is wild stuff.
Really? Yes, please send it to me. I want to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. How do you feel about being friends with your ex? I feel like I'm so cool with my ex-boyfriend. It's just like weird to some people. Like I remember I came to my friend's party and I had like my boyfriend, which was Connor, and then my ex-boyfriend was with us too. And they're like, "Sierra, you such a player!" Like that. I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like,
right.
I don't look at it that way. I look at it as like we're all adults, and just because our relationship can work out in that way, I still like you as a person.
Right. No, I feel like I could be friends with my ex, but my ex could not be friends with me. So it's just not going to work out that way.
True.
Like, damn, you're so cool. And like, I feel like we have had like moments where we could just talk as friends, but it's like, there's always still something there where it's like, no, you're like messing it all up now.
Yeah, I feel like you both have to be like, over.
Exactly. I'm about to go finish my hair.
Yeah, y'all. I think we finna wind it down. I just sent you that video. You should watch it.
Okay. Let me send you the abstract thing before I forget to.
Any lasting remarks, guys? We're about to head off. Oh, actually, I'm about to watch Tyler's live.
Right. About to go watch that. Also, next week we're not having an episode because it'll be this day. And also, we just need to get our podcast stuff together so that we can be ready for y'all to listen to that. So yeah, well, Merry Christmas to everybody. If you celebrate, if you don't, happy holidays. You know, hope y'all have a good holiday. Hope you get everything that you want and more.
But yeah, the next time y'all see Oddly Sane, we're gonna be podcasting it. So look out for that. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to Pastor's channel. Follow her on Instagram. Her info is in the description. But yeah.
We'll see you guys later. Peace.